Tomorrow, you can buy pieces of an iconic Austin landmark, Threadgill's. Now, not to worry because the restaurant isn't closing after 35 years, but owner Eddie Wilson says he wants to raise money for a big goal. He does tell KXAN's David Scott not everything is for sale.
They're packing up the stuff and know the drill, but not everything's going.
I'm not selling gifts. I'm not selling any photographs. It's kind of like I'm inviting the whole city to come go through my sock drawer.
How does Eddie feel about selling some of this stuff off? Ask him.
If it won't fit in my coffin, it's for sale.
71-year-old Eddie Wilson's more sentimental than that. The jukebox stays. He knows most of those guys. He'll keep Janice, Chris, and his old flame Farrah. Willie's first 4th of July party. Willie's on the left. Eddie was the owner and bouncer at the old Armadillo. A rough crowd.
When you're introducing Willie Nelson to hippies and they're not paying attention, you have to slap them around a little bit.
He opened Threadgill's in 1981 and took to it.
The food business is the closest thing to a treadmill I've ever stepped off into. You know, it never stops, it never slows down.
Neither does Eddie, despite a lung cancer scare 4 years ago.
It's gone and over. I'm the only guy I know that gained 20 pounds on chemo.
He wants to build a new restaurant in New Zealand. Watching his daughter-in-law film Xena there, he fell in love with its beauty and friendly strangers.
In that Kiwi accent, he said, "Say, old chap, would you be Eddie Wilson from Threadgill's? I'm 7,000 miles from here." And he said, "We come to South by quite frequently. We always go straight to Threadgill's when we get there."
And if Eddie had one last meal, what would it be? Off his menu.
If I had one last meal, I would say I want each of the 5 vegetable plate combinations, and that's about 543,232. And so my last meal would take a while.
David Scott, KXAN News.
That is some serious food and some serious math there. The fun begins tomorrow at 10 a.m. at Burley's Auction Gallery in New Braunfels. So we have all the details for you with this story at KXAN.com. But that place just oozes Austin history.
Ray Charles has played there.
Incredible.
I know Jerry Lee Lewis has played there in the 70s. Would you like to just have a cup of coffee with him?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I'm sure he's got some
awesome.
stories. And when you say oozes, I'm sorry, my mind just goes back to that macaroni and cheese that we were just
Oh, I know.
That it oozes cheese
Yeah,
and calories.
Yeah, it's not too early for
But
that.
you got to order it every time anyway.
You have to.